Right, so hey guys, and welcome back to our Minecraft game show. Now look, welcome to the first official vlog with an actual purpose. The last one, I was just sort of rambling on about, squirrels and cranes and gears and whatnot. But in this episode, we actually have a guest speaker, which is very exciting. I know, don't get your niffles in a treat. But oh hello. But no. Yeah, the guest speaker today is actually from the Intensive Research Centre up at Dean Road across Maryland Avenue and just past the camera shop that we have. Sort of little swimming pools are coming down the drain. But no, look. So our guest speaker for today is actually a snowman, and he's slightly odd. So you should probably sort of backpack up the highest mountain of the ranges of the Alps in an accordance kind of fashion. But no, the guest speaker will be great, and hopefully you can so it'll be fantastic. So yeah, I'd like to introduce you to Pirin, which is actually spelled Pirin, which is actually, my maths teacher actually ate his tape recorder when he was little, and he said Pirin, and that's why this guy got his name from my maths teacher, which actually choked on his tape recorder. So, sort of say hello to Pirin. He's a lovely guy, and yes, he's going to talk to you about what he does and his job at the Intensive Search Centre of up at Dean Road across the parallels of avenues and so. Right, so my name's Pirin, as the dog said, and my job is actually to statistically analyse various items. There's glue sticks and various other things. Sorry, I'll just try and get a bit of a gestural thing going here. It's almost quite an awkward sort of, distrapendrital sort of clockwork area that we have going on. But no, that's all right. So my job is actually, as a researcher, I do research on various areas, and one of those is actually cockroaches. And I know people in society sort of go, cockroaches, they're too, they're sort of, they're restrictive constrainters, aren't they? They crawl into stuff, and then they sort of crawl out of it. And people sort of go, oh, you bastards, what are you doing? You're putting dirt on my little chip crackers that I have in the corner of my cupboard. Which actually, come to think of that, I actually bought some chips from the shops today, and good on you. So, no, but look, hello, I sort of revealed my stereotypical patterns of... No, look, anyway, so my job is to analyse various things and research on cockroaches, and I just wanted to chat to you today about adolescents. Now, adolescents are funny things. They're people, and what they actually do is they go against what would normally be considered, Julia Gillard's pet rabbits. Actually very lovely. But that's irrelevant, of course. I thank you for listening to my speech today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I do hope you did. Tune in to Irresistible Goombas Inc. For the majority of what I would call normally, an accordion that is in. So, So, thank you for listening to that guest speaker, who was absolutely fantastic. And I think he really did show that he has diameters further than what we would normally be considered an outer space odyssey that I actually am, I'm busting to go to a little sci-tech laboratory down the road. So, just check into Dean Road whenever you think you might, want to research cockroaches or adolescents and their various constraints of what we would normally be considered chings. But no, look, that's anyway, thank you for listening to that. And just before we go into the other issues of the vlog, I just wanted to call out a special mention to well, it's slightly awkward that we have a... occasionally you get these rabbits, and what they actually do is they put their recrestive Y... You see how their mouth is almost shaped like a Y? Well, that is simply because they sort of don't violently, outback their own sort of baguettes in the violent regions of nowhere. So, what actually happens is... Yes. So, essentially that's what we need to focus on in our essay. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you today about, an issue that's been in the press lately about, what was it again? Oh, yes, the politics and various prime ministers that are sort of being chucked around on the horizon. Yeah, so first of all, we've got a bit of a Julia Gillard, and we've got a bit of a, I forgot the other girl's name, Tony Abbott or something, and we've got a bit of a, Mark McGowan, and we've got a bit of, we have a bit of a flapping iPad in our sort of regions. Yeah, but yes. And yes, we've got a bit of a Hudson Campbell, who I don't know who that is, but the name just popped into my head because I was in accordance with the scriptures the other day, and I was sort of thinking... Oh Lord, please do not distract the dirt patches that are in fact, so confounding of the variables that we have in our Traskamuka. But yes, of course that's irrelevant. Oh yes, speaking of which, there's another guest speaker. It's actually a priestly sort of character called the Rabbit. Funny thing is Dutch, so yes, good on him. Hello, today I'd like to talk to you about, scriptural messages in the Bible and various others. So, I just wanted to say that, as long as you are eating the Toshiba laptop that is in the front door, we will always have a psychological crusting into our, crustaceans that you may find on the ocean occasionally. And good on you for, preaching to no one. So yes, thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I do hope you did, and, but now look. So, yes, good on you. Yes, so thanks for that. Of course, they all say no look, which is, typically a me saying, a me quote. But, yeah, thanks for watching this Vee-log. I know, I just uploaded I just made, one just, this morning, but, I thought I'd make two in the one day, so, But what we haven't covered is the fact